we're going to fight before we fight Tyson Fury, right?
Yeah.
And we're looking to fight Tyson Fury. We'll see what happens at the weekend, but probably around November time. So we're going to fight around July. I said yesterday, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but we'll take Wilder as our warm-up in July.
Yeah.
I mean, you imagine AJ went Wilder and Fury.
That's crazy.
Straight off the bat in 2026, especially after everything that's happened to him.
Absolutely.
You know, like, I think, and listen, Wilder will always be dangerous, but I just think AJ flattens him.
You heard it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Hearn, on an interview with Cigar Talk, just basically confirmed that Anthony Joshua will not be fighting Tyson Fury next. He will not be fighting Tyson Fury next after Tyson Fury's victory this past Saturday against Arslanbek Mahmudov. After the victory, Turkey Al-Sheikh, Tyson Fury in the ring, calling Eddie Hearn to the ring. Eddie Hearn not listening. Anthony Joshua, stone cold face, sitting down, staring into the eyes of Tyson Fury, saying he's his own boss now. Eddie Hearn just said that they will be fighting in July one more time against Deontay Wilder. And to be honest, he says Anthony Joshua is going to flatline him. You guys, I'm down for this. I'm down for this, and I'll tell you why. Even though I want to see the Tyson Fury fight next, it doesn't hurt for it to be at the end of the year. Give Anthony Joshua a fight, coming off Jake Paul win in the end of 2025 in December. What was it, December 19th? Give him a fight coming off everything that happened to him and two of his best friends that passed away. Let the boxing fans get a fight that we've been wanting for a long, long time. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. And I'm telling you right now, man, if this fight does happen, what a goddamn spectacle it'll be, man. What a goddamn spectacle of a fight this would be. Seeing Deontay Wilder stand across the ring from Anthony Joshua, second to the Tyson Fury fight. Deontay versus Anthony is one of the most just spectacle, adrenaline rushing, hoping for something to happen fights that I've seen in a long, long time, man. And I think to myself, there's also a little history behind these guys. You know, recently, Deontay Wilder, in December, did an interview with Cigar Talk Najee and brought up the $50 million offer that they sent to Eddie Hearn via email. I'm going to play you guys his part first, and then I'm going to play you guys what Eddie Hearn had to say in this interview with Cigar Talk. Najee brings it up. He had to. He says, what happened to the fight? I was talking to Deontay Wilder. He said that they sent you guys a $50 million offer. What happened with that? And Eddie Hearn explains their side of the story. And I'm telling you right now, this is something that they can use at the press conferences to build this fight up. You know, Deontay Wilder still hasn't released that documentary yet. He still hasn't released it. So think about the animosity, the feeling in his body leading up to a fight with Anthony Joshua, bro. It'll be absolutely beyond this world. And if they're going back and forth with who ducked who, listen to what Deontay Wilder had to say about the $50 million offer. Then I'm going to play what Eddie Hearn had to say.
You don't think that $50 million was real?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, who's turning down 50?
Bro, I was authorized to send him that message. My people, Deontay, tell him we got it for him. When he did that interview, give me $50 million.
Right.
When he did that, they came up with they sponsors and people, whoever, to, want to get this. They knew it was going to be a big deal. So they weren't worried about $50 million. They was going to get him that up front because they know the overhead would be more.
Right.
We'll make a lot more on pay-per-view and stuff like that too. Right. So they were like, all right, we just going to give it to him. So they called me and said, Deontay, tell him, get on your social media and put it out there. So immediately I did. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that fight, man, I really wanted it. Dude reached out to me.
Personally?
Personally.
Okay.
He reached out to me and he wanted to know, what's the money real? I'm like, of course it's real. I'm going to show you. You know what I mean? My people, they ain't gonna, what they gonna, why would my people say Tell him what's up. Yeah. Let's get it on. Yeah. If it's not real, we ain't got time to play around.
But what did he say when you told him it was real?
Everything I told dude, he went back and told his master.
Now let's hear what Eddie Hearn had to say about this.
I interviewed him in December. It went viral, but there was a time he said, I offered them, my people sent the offer for $50 million, and he said, I think Joshua wanted it, and Eddie was the one that turned it down.
What he did was, he sent an email from Deontay.wilder@gmail.com. Swear truth, right? Might have been a Yahoo account, right? But from his own personal account, saying, hello, Eddie, Anthony, whatever, I would like to offer $50 million for you to fight me. That was it, right?
Yeah.
So I reply, and I go, thank you, but could you tell me, like, could we get a contract?
Yeah.
Who's paying the money? What's the details? Blah, blah, blah. And they come back to me and they said, you have to confirm you accept the fight before we give you that information or send you a contract. I'm like, fuck, what is this? This is like... So I said, no, send the contract and we'll, you know, and that was it. But for me, it was always a game to say, well, we offered them 50 and they turned it down. It's like, all we did was ask for a contract. I never replied saying no. I just said, where's the money?
Yeah.
Like, I can't take... is this even Deontay Wilder? I don't know. Could be some guy. Next thing, I've got to pay a 20 grand deposit into an account to get the contract. I don't know, is it? So that was what happened.
It sounds like Eddie Hearn just wanted to have a contract, just wanted to see who was offering, who let Deontay Wilder, who authorized them to send this $50 million offer, how much money they were making on the back end, who was sending you this offer. It seemed like Deontay and his team was being a little fishy about it. I ain't gonna lie. Deontay claims that that was a real offer, that he was authorized to send that. Eddie Hearn says, bro, I just wanted a contract. I just wanted something in paper. Send us the deal. The fight never happened, and now we're here. Eddie Hearn has announced that they will be facing Deontay Wilder in July, and then Tyson Fury in November, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think. This is the MMA Boxing Addicts channel reporting to you, and I'm out.